With my team of 5 characters, I have set out to reach max level and take on the most difficult challenges a 5-player team can face. Welcome to Multiboxing Classic. Why don't you meet the team? Tanker Boy, Tauren Feral Druid. Drainer Boy, Orc Destruction Warlock. Porter Boy, Troll Frost Mage. Shocker Boy, Tauren Elemental Shaman. And Cedar Boy, Troll Holy Priest. Welcome to the series. If you're new, I would suggest starting with episode number 1, but let's get right into it. In the previous episode, I finished farming Scarlet Monastery Cathedral to reach level 43 on my boys. Here are their talents at level 43. I'm heading to do one full run of Uldaman before going to Zul'farrak. But first, I have to get there. As you may have noticed, I don't have mounts yet. I sent a bunch of money to my level 60 warrior for his epic mount and haven't saved up enough yet to buy the 60% mounts for my team. So, I have to run from Hammerfall to Badlands, one of the longest runs people regularly do in World of Warcraft. Alright, finally made it to the Badlands, let's do this dungeon. One thing I like about Uldaman is how unique of a dungeon it is. It's pretty strange. The mobs range from level 36 all the way to level 45, with the last boss being 47. That's a huge level range to cover. I'm not even sure if I can kill the last boss at level 43. The first half of the instance, though, should be a cakewalk. I killed the Lost Vikings trio, pretty easy fight. Then Revelosh, very easy fight. Even made an AoE pull out of it. Now it's time to play Indiana Jones for a second and summon Iron Aya. This is the first boss I'm actually looking for loot from. Hopefully I can get her staff. I didn't. Now I have to fight my way through the cave systems to the other bosses. Next up is the Obsidian Sentinel. Another easy fight. Then the Ancient Stone Keeper. Still pretty easy for a boss. On to Galgan Firehammer, the first of the hard bosses. Still pretty doable for my boys, though. I'm at the point in the dungeon where my progress is really slowing down. These trogs are no joke, high level, high health, and they hit hard. Plus, they enrage at low health. They're harder than most of the bosses in this place. Second to last is the boss Grimlock. He has 3 elite adds with him, which make it a more difficult fight than it should be. Still pretty simple for my boys, though. Before I can get to the last boss, I have to do the Stone Keepers. This can be a hard encounter, and it's more about endurance than anything. I have to fight through 24,000 health of Living Statue, and I hope I have enough mana for that. With the gauntlet completed, I can now access the final boss, Arcadus, the Ancient Stone Watcher. Arcadus is a very hard boss. Part of the reason is the vast majority of people that run this instance are not near or above level 47. Most groups do this place at like 40 to 43, so killing a level 47 boss is no joke. That's not all though. He has 30,000 health. To put that in perspective, that's more health than King Gordok, the level 62 boss at the end of Dire Maul North. He doesn't hit too hard for level 47, but he summons ads throughout the fight that really add to the damage output. I was doing alright in the fight until he awakened the Vault Warders. They have 6,300 HP each and hit hard, aggroing onto my healer and wiping my boys. Alright, time for round 2. All the previous issues I mentioned are compounded by the fact that my DPS just run out of mana before being able to do 30,000 damage. This time I'm going to try to kill him before the Vault Warders even become a problem. Even with an Evocation on my Mage and an Innervate on my Warlock, I still didn't have enough damage to take him out before the Warders wipe me. I can't focus the Warders because I don't have an extra 12k damage I can easily throw their way. And if I try to just tank the Warders and tunnel the boss, my Priest ends up pulling aggro from the massive heals he has to lay down on my Druid. I did get him down under 4k HP though, so I do think this is doable. Ran back from the graveyard for round 3. They say third time's a charm, right? I'm going to do an old orc trick called letting your healer die and drop all threat, then soulstone back up and keep healing. Let's see how it goes. Alright, here come the Warders. Frenzied regeneration for healing and AoE threat on my Druid. Okay, my Priest pulled threat. Time to Soulstone. Oh no, my Mage got threat on the little ads? What? How does that even happen? Shit, he was the only DPS with mana left. Come on, finish him. Close. Close. I can definitely do this. Okay, fourth time's the charm. I don't have a soulstone ready, but I think I got this now. And it would be embarrassing to wipe on stream 4 times in a row, right? AoE is coming soon. Going to innervate my Shaman. Evocation on the Mage. I need to be able to blast through the Warder phase as quickly as possible. I think I got this. My Mage and Shaman both have plenty of mana. Might have to let my Priest die though. Frenzied regeneration again for extra healing and threat on the Warders. Challenging Roar. Taunt 1 off him at least. Oh, we got this. Oh, feels so good. I was worried for a bit I wouldn't get it. Ooh, the ring. Extra 200 something armor in bear form. Very nice. Then I come back here and get a free 10k XP for doing this quest on the turn-in at Thunder Bluff. With the ultimate adventure done, it's time to put on my grinding hat and freshen up my troll accent, because I'm headed to Zul'farrak. I'm going to be doing what's called Zul'farrak graveyard runs. Now, if you want to know more about what an entire run looks like, I've uploaded a separate video of me doing a full graveyard run at level 46. You can go check that out, it's in the description. That run was about 16 minutes long. Here at level 43 and 44, however, things are going a bit slower. The basics of a graveyard run is to kill as few things as possible while making my way to the graveyard. Once I'm there, I can unearth the graves and do AoE pulls of the zombies. It's really good EXP and great for money making as well. Now, one of the reasons you want to kill as few things as possible to reach the graveyard is the mobs in this dungeon are just annoying. The blood drinkers heal themselves, the witch doctors drop AoE healing and AoE DPS totems, and heal themselves and others. The shadow hunters attack from range and can hex group members, and the soul eaters have a life drain. Oh, and to top it all off, they're all runner mobs too. So when they get low health, they run away and can pull other packs. No, what you're looking for is a nice undead troll. They don't cast spells, they don't heal or hex, and they definitely don't run away when they're about to die. They're already dead. Once I get to the graves, it's pretty straightforward. Pull as many zombies as I can comfortably AoE and kill them. Now, this number will grow as I get higher level, but right now that's about 5 to 8 zombies. I do every pull pretty much the same. Drop totems, put hots on my druid, and open the graves while spamming Demoralizing Roar. Once I have a bit of threat, I start AoEing. I end up pumping 2 max rank greater heals into my druid, and then by that time my warlock has pulled threat, so I start healing him. The experience gained for AoE farming elites is great, but the loot is actually twofold. Not only do the zombies drop loot, but the graves themselves have loot in them. My inventory fills up fast, but luckily I have 5 inventories to make use of. After clearing all the graves, I have one more thing to do before resetting. Kill Witch Doctor Zul'farrak. It doesn't take long to fight him after the graves, and I want to get as many Vexing Canes as I can. Also, I wouldn't hate some of the gloves either. Ooh, I found the rare spawn Zerillis. Nice, I got the boots. Now that I'm level 45, I'm starting to be able to do bigger pulls. This will speed up the runs quite a bit. Plus, at level 45 and 46, there are a few mobs that I can skip on my way to the graveyard, speeding up the runs even more. Raising pigs all day in the hot desert sure does make a man tired. Come here, piggies, get your supper. Now what in the hell is that ruckus? Damn multi-boxers monkeying around in Duratar. So I got mounts, finally. And at level 46, the getting to the graveyard part has changed a bit. I add these 2 mobs to this pull. This group I can totally skip now. This mob I can skip at 46, but I'm just gonna kill him. It's only one guy. Alright, it's time for a full run. Probably the only full run I'll do. I have 3 quests for all my guys. Only one of the quests requires a full run. The other 2 I can do during graveyard runs, since I probably won't finish them in one run. All this for a nice extra chunk of XP. Plus I get this ring from my druid and this helmet from my shaman. I'm gonna kill all the bosses except Gazrilla, as I can't be asked to get the mallet. None of them should be really hard for me, and it's gonna be a nice change of pace from farming graveyard runs. Ah, the nostalgic top of the stairs gauntlet. I'm tempted to run down and AoE them all, but I've had this fight bug out before from doing that on my warrior when I was leveling him, and I really don't want to reset this run. After slaying 1,000 rampaging trolls, I can fight these 2 bosses. And then backstab the guys I just released from cages to get that Divine-O-Matic rod. Alright, time for the final chief. Should be a breeze. Hopefully we can get... There's a leather helmet that I really like for my druid. We'll see if I can get that. Oh no, the plate shoulders. Too bad. Now at level 47 and up, I'm able to do even bigger pulls, but there are some limiting factors. I can pull as many as 14 or 15 mobs, but I think that pulls of around 12 are the best. If I pull too many mobs, then my Warlock's Hellfire gets interrupted. Even with 70% chance to ignore spell pushback, 15 mobs makes him have to recast Hellfire every 2 seconds or so. He eventually runs out of mana and starts doing 0 DPS. And, if it happens early enough in the fight, it can even cause my mage to pull threat. And he's harder to heal than my warlock. I'm almost out of this place. Originally, I was thinking of staying until 50 or even 51, but I think I'm going to leave once I hit 49. The experience is starting to slow down. But, there's one more thing you know I have to do before leaving this place. A giant AoE pull that I may not survive. So at first I tried to pull the boss with about half the graves still up, under the assumption that he would aggro all the remaining graves. I found out that's actually not how it works. He only aggroes like the 8 closest graves to him, and it's really not that big of a pull. Eventually I just ended up spam opening a bunch of graves and then dying. Alright, so here I am with a bunch of zombies just waiting around for me to pull and AoE them. Let's do it. Challenging roar. Woo, very nice. I counted them by looting, and it ended up being 17 mobs. Pretty epic pull with all elites. The last of my boys just hit level 49, and this will be my final Zul'farrak run. I'm going to finish out the run and try to get one more staff from the Witch Doctor. All in all, this has been a great dungeon to farm. I was surprised how fast the XP was, and surprised by the gold as well. By my rough estimates, I made about 40 gold an hour in here, and That's approaching amounts that a solo level 60 can earn, and it's only getting better from here on out. I will miss this place, but I have other adventures that await me. Thank you for watching the video, I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to watch me in real time, you can find my stream details in the video description, as well as the details to my Discord server, which is the best way to contact me. And as always, happy gaming.